After they saw what happened at the White House Correspondents Dinner, their first thought was all, independently, Trump needs his ballroom.
More is coming out from this White House Correspondents Dinner, and I hate to say it, but I told you so. The shooting happens, someone breaches security at this high-profile event, and before the suspect's name is even public, before any details are confirmed, before the smoke has cleared, dozens of the biggest right-wing accounts in America are all posting the same thing. I told you it seemed coordinated. Trump needs his ballroom. Not thoughts and prayers, not our country is hurting, not here's what we know about the shooter. They didn't even go with the radical left yet. Straight to the ballroom. Their message, Daddy's scared, and he needs your $400 million ballroom. Now, immediately. You know, the one that's currently subject of a lawsuit from historic preservationists, that one. We need it built right now because of this shooting. And the ballroom wouldn't have prevented this shooting that just happened, that we're definitely all reacting to totally independently and totally organically. I mean, the statistical likelihood of all of these people at once saying we need the ballroom, the dozens of major influencers, including the acting attorney general and the president himself, all coming up with the same talking points within minutes of this chaotic security event is, as a former MAGA insider put it, not probable. And that former insider is Ashley Sinclair. And you may know her from some headlines because she had one of Elon Musk's babies. And then, of course, Musk's fanboys out there turned on her, and she has since become, to put it politely, extremely chatty about how MAGA and how their influence machine works from the inside, because she was one of them. And here's what she says. There's a group chat. Multiple group chats out, actually, but there's a main one, and it's called Fight, Fight, Fight. It's named after Trump's fist pump moment in Butler, Pennsylvania. And in this chat, you've got people like Trump's official war room, his deputy chief of staff, and as Ashley put it, all of your favorite MAGA influencers. Presumably they're not covering Trump's magic ear. Sinclair, though, she said that these influencers are actually paid to post this content. She says that compensation is structured around per clicks or even a flat fee depending on the message. They receive scripts, talking points, and they post them when they're told to. And because this is political messaging and not a product, all the platforms that they're posting on don't have rules that ask them to disclose that it was an ad. It is literally invisible propaganda masquerading as organic outrage. And it's totally legal. And look, I've covered the ballroom story. I've covered how the White House went from donors are going to pay to Mexico is going to pay for the wall, to taxpayers will pay for the ballroom in a matter of hours. I've covered how demolishing the East Wing was the idea all along, even though they said they weren't going to touch it. And now, as soon as the Hilton ballroom was cleaned up, the messaging machine already worked. The acting attorney general of the United States posting it's time to build the ballroom, not our thoughts or with those that are affected, not about the officer that was shot, not we're investigating. You know, the guy who's supposed to be investigating stuff like this, him and Kash Patel, they were posting about the ballroom within an hour. And Sinclair, she couldn't show more of the messages that she's seen because she is currently being sued by X for $75,000, which is a whole other thing. I mean, Elon Musk, his company is suing the woman who had Elon Musk's baby for talking about Elon Musk. By the way, Elon sounds just like a lovely, lovely man. Look, we don't know every detail here. We don't know if the incident there was real or staged, and we don't know if these messages are real. We haven't seen them, but Sinclair is saying it and saying it publicly. And it doesn't exactly sound far-fetched. But I do have to keep in mind that she is not a neutral observer here. But what can we observe? That this happened. The shooting and then the immediate messaging and your congressional leaders writing a bill almost as if it was already written. The same talking points, all at the same moment. You don't need to see the screenshots. You don't need the chat logs. When you can see the results, you see the posts, the bills, the talking points, We don't need to know that Ashley Sinclair is reliable because we've seen the result of it. And look, this is how it works. This is how it's always worked with Trump and his regime. The only difference is now we know the name of the group chat. And look, to me, the best group chat in the world are you guys in the comments down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I read all of them. I may not have time to respond to everything, but man, I read every single comment and I cannot thank you guys enough.